Let's talk more action golf.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk More Action Golf podcast. I'm your host, Luke Josepha, and today we have a special episode for you. Yes, I say this every single episode. And you know why? Because it is true. And after you listen to this episode, it may become your favorite episode too. Today, we talk with Dave, who's the assistant manager at Clear Creek Golf Course. And in this conversation, we create a connection between golf, fatherhood, and everything in between. So whether you're here for the story, the laughs, or just a fresh perspective on the world of golf, I welcome you. I hope that you'll consider subscribing or follow us on YouTube and write us a review on your favorite podcast platform. I'm not going to take too much of your time. There's a little bit of wind noise in the very beginning of the conversation that I just want to let you know because we record this podcast outside at Clear Creek Golf Course. I hope that you listen throughout the episode and you'll consider sharing this episode with your friends and family. All right, y'all. Let's listen to the episode. Let's listen to this great conversation. I'll catch you on the back end. Let's talk more action golf, y'all. Our guest wears many hats. He's a dad of two. He's a golfer. He's an athlete. And he's a club manager here at Clear Creek Golf Course. My home course, but specifically my happy course. When I'm having a tough time, no matter where I am, if I come to Clear Creek, everything settles. So I am happy to have with me today David Yardich. Am I saying the last name correctly?
Yardrich was close enough.
Yardich?
Yardrich.
Okay, so
nobody ever got it right. It's fine.
And everyone knows me as somebody who do not get names correctly. So it's always been really tough. So Dave, I'm really happy to have you because we get to reminisce around the time when I first got here. Because I remember when I was
about to say, do you remember what my payment form was?
What was your payment form?
You were going to ask me, how do I pay you?
Uh-huh. Oh, that's right. Because you gave me my very first tip on making sure that I putt. You were like, if you're having long putt, don't try to sink it within 3 feet
What
of the
was
hole.
the payment that I required?
Just play well and say thank you.
Handshake. I just want a handshake.
That's it.
You tried to give me money. And
Oh, I did. I did.
fist bumps and handshakes. That's all I want.
Okay, I'm happy with that. But you know, you probably don't remember this. I remember one time I called and I said, oh, is the gun range open? And you're like, no, we don't have a gun range. We have a...
I don't remember that, but that's fine.
You don't remember? Okay, good. Because I called on them, you're like, no, we don't have a gun range, but we do have a range where people practice, and it is open. Feel free to come in. So I remember that. There were a lot of moments, and I also remember, I think there was another time you were on the range, and then I was working, and you were like, oh, man, it looks like things are going really well. I said, man, I'm trying to be like Tiger. You're like, okay, wait a minute. Slow down.
Settle expectations.
Yes, you said the right. You're like trying to be scratch golfer before you even talk about Tiger. So I'm really grateful for that. So I want to talk about you as a dad because I think that's the most important aspect.
That's the best job in life.
You have a 10-month-old.
Tomorrow,
he turns 10 months.
I have a 5-year-old daughter.
5-year-old daughter.
Yes.
Okay. So how does it feel now? 5-year-old, 10 months. There's a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, but still close enough. I mean, they love each other, I'd say. He smiles every time he sees her. She pesters him because she's the big sister right now.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, it's great. I get home every day and greeted with 2 smiles.
I like that. Okay.
It makes everything more excited. I mean, wife, kids, it makes leaving work easy.
Okay. So I'm glad you said it makes leaving work easy because I always imagine, I'm like, man, how does it feel to actually, and do you play often?
I used to before I worked in the golf industry. Now I hardly golf at all.
Why? What do you attribute that to?
More, I mean, when I first started here, I'd play 9 holes after I got off. Kids, I mean, once you get off work, I don't want to spend more time. I mean, sounds bad. I don't want to spend more time here, but I'm ready to get home.
You ready to get home and be a dad?
Go home, see the kids. Yeah, that's one of the things. That's my big rule in life. I learned it when I was at the fire station before I moved down here. Is I leave work at work, and when I'm home, I'm dad.
Okay.
But as soon as I leave the door here, I am. Not that I completely forget about the job, but
you focus on.
I don't ever take work home.
Okay.
Or try not to.
Do you bring home to work? And what I mean is, like, are there things that you do at home that you do really well that you come out here and trying to implement?
I don't know if I do anything really well. You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, my thing here is, I guess, kind of hard now because I change roles a little bit here. I mean, manager, dad. I take those as two separate jobs because my kids don't need a manager. So I make sure that they don't get to see me.
Okay.
Here I got to be a little bit more, I would say stern, but I'm not. I'm too nice to people here. But so I mean, to try. I think being nice is the key to everything, you know. Make sure people smile and have a good time. So I don't know if I really bring, I think I'm pretty consistent with me. So I don't know if I really have much difference of who I am at home to who I am here.
You say you're being nice as always, but I've always found you really kind. Not nice, but really kind. Kind to like, hey, this is how we work here. Here is what's supposed to happen when you're on the golf course, right? Yeah. So you let people know what's happening, but in a very encouraging way.
I try not to be mean at all.
Okay.
I mean, it costs nothing to be nice. So that's kind of what I say. And I mean, if you get somebody laughing, smiling, having a good time, it's going to bring them back to the course.
Yeah.
If you're a jerk or mean and you may lose that golfer. So golf's a big retention thing. We want more people to show up here and have a good time instead of, I mean, if I have to be mean, I kindly do it, I guess you could say. But I mean, be kind. It costs nothing.
So as a club manager, what does that job entail? Like,
so my actual title is the assistant general manager.
Okay.
Jared, who's the general manager, he runs the whole operation here. So me, I guess, assistant AGM. I run the staff, so card staff, F&B staff, card girls, make the schedules, make sure they get paid. You know, I'm the fall guy, so if something happens, it comes down to. So
when payroll doesn't happen correctly,
it would be on
your
me.
fault.
So that's but so that's the main thing. I got to make sure they get paid, or you know, but that I mean, kind of just manage the staff more than anything. Manage pro shop. Like I said, make sure everybody's in good spirits.
Okay.
Because like you said, it's golf is you're not gonna be happy. I mean, I'd say good spirits. I'm sure you go to the first tee sometimes. We got Paul and Ed out there, and sometimes they're grumpy or little crude to some of the customers.
So Paul is generally the starter. Ed is generally the marshal.
The marshal, yes.
Right?
So we have 4 now. Got them too. I think Ed's been on an episode before, so some people know Ed.
Yeah. So Ed, I rode around with Ed before.
We got Phil as well, and now we had Jerry. Jerry's a new one that we also just hired.
Okay.
So I try to tell them, you know, like same thing with that, just be nice.
Paul has had the most transformation as far as I
would agree.
In terms of interaction.
I would agree.
Paul is smiling with folks now.
Yes.
He's throwing jokes here, like here and there. But back in the day, Paul was like...
It always rained in Paul's world. It was always raining. So, and now he's gotten a little bit, he had that little health scare, and I think that, woke him up a little bit.
Yeah. There's a little bit more rainbow.
He's been more pleasant. We'll come here. We'll talk about Ohio State Buckeyes, which I could care less about Ohio State Buckeyes. But if
don't say that too loud.
But if it makes him happy, I'll sit there and have a conversation with him.
Yeah. So the club is going through a transformation.
Yes.
Right. So the greens are being redone.
Yes.
So I'm grateful. I'm happy and sad a little bit. I'm happy because now I could actually play the course and come in under par.
Yeah, right now Temperate Greens are. If you want to lower your score, come to Clear Creek. Come to Clear Creek for the next 2 weeks to lower your handicap. Because once we open, it won't be that easy.
It won't be that. I think I played with Chad recently, and I came in under par in the front 9, and I was like, wait, is this real? What's happening?
Well, that's good, because when you first used to come in, you'd come in and said, Dave, I only lost 2 balls on the front 9. You didn't keep score, you kept how many balls you lost.
Exactly, yeah, because in the beginning, I was just losing balls, and then now...
Look where we came from, and now you are doing a golf podcast.
You see growth.
You're welcome.
All because of your kindness.
Right.
All because of your kindness.
I created this monster.
So, does your kid, your 5-year-old, does he understand? Do you talk to her about golf?
Yeah, she would go golf with me. Like I said, when I used to golf and I had days off, I stay at home and watch. I tell my wife I babysit the kids.
Okay.
Don't say that to your wife. Apparently, you can't babysit your own kids.
Your own kids, right?
Yeah, but she understands golf, and I bring her out here every now and then to see the turtles in the pond, and we'll drive around, and she loves it because everybody, I waved everybody, and everybody waves at me.
Yeah.
Like, Dad, are those your friends? I said, yeah, everybody's my friends.
There you go, yeah.
So she knows golf. I've taken her swinging a little bit. I hope she gets into golf, but right now she's into gymnastics and stuff like that, and K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix.
Oh my goodness.
So
oh my goodness.
I will let her choose what she wants to do. Now Luca, the boy, won't have a choice. He's got to do sports because that's who I am.
But do we know particularly what sport or?
Well, I played basketball in college.
Okay.
I would hope basketball because that's what I know the best. But golf, I mean, now that I have the availability and the facilities to get golf, I would probably push golf on both of them if they want to do it. Now, Carmelo, I mean, it's crazy how you are towards your daughter than against your son. And I mean, he's only 10, and I'm already like, let's get a ball in his hand, get a club in his hand.
Yeah.
Like Tiger Woods was swinging at 10. There's that 10 months old. There's that comparison again.
But it sounds like this is something you'll present to them, not force them to do.
No, I think, I think burnout's real. So I think if you force it on a kid and stuff, you're going to burn them out. And when I was a kid, and my parents' goal for me and my brothers and sister is you're going to try everything once. And once you start it, you can't quit it for the season. If you didn't like it at the end of the season, we don't have to do it. So that's what we've done soccer with Carmela, and she liked it a little bit. She was a little too young. My wife and I were little because she would play college volleyball. So we kind of expected greatness early.
Yeah.
She didn't show it early. So not that saying she can't do it, but our expectations were high, and with no practice, she had fun with it. Was the big thing.
Okay.
So she wants to get back into doing it. And like I said, we just, we'll tell them to try everything. It was like I said, if they like it, great. We'll get to go watch it. If not,
Was that how you were introduced to sport? Like, hey, it doesn't matter which sport, as long as there's something that you're doing, and once you start, you cannot end.
Yeah, so that season, if you start the season, even if you don't like it, my mom and dad made us finish that out, which I think is a good thing, because I think if you teach people to quit, that's a bad trait to have.
Yeah.
If you let them quit one thing, they'll quit everything else. So, it's kind of how we got into it. I mean, I had an older brother, so we had rivalries growing up, and then my neighborhood was the best. We had like 14 of us in the neighborhood. Our house had the basketball goal. We had a playground across the street where we played baseball and football. And then our dad he was a golf, so I figured it out. The way to get out of the house and golf is take your 2 sons.
Yeah.
And he taught me and my brother how to golf at a young age, and that's kind of, I didn't really get into golf competitively ever, but liking it until I started at the fire department after college.
You played less, or you stopped liking it?
No, I started playing more. I always played golf growing up, but I always, did it for fun.
Okay.
Basketball was my hobby, which got me through college and everything. But no, in golf, I didn't really get competitive until I slowed down basketball and picked up golf as my competitive thing. And that's kind of how I I was always okay at golf, and then I've gotten better as the time goes on. I'm still not great at golf.
Okay.
I still make mistakes. But yeah, that's kind of how it all worked out. I love sports, so I do it at all costs.
Yeah.
I can talk it. I like to play them. And golf is now the only sport I feel like I can play.
How would you describe yourself as a golfer? What kind of golfer?
I'm a ready golfer. I don't take. I mean, I like to have fun when I golf. Like it's still I'm competing against myself, but I'm not like gonna lose sleep if I shoot an 85.
Okay.
So, right now, I'm probably score-wise, I'm high 70s.
Okay.
So I'm okay. But like I said, I'm not one to get mad if I have a bad round. I like playing with. I'm a social golfer. There's the word. I'm probably a social
golfer more
than anything.
Okay. What area of your game is your strongest?
Probably the short game. Probably chipping and putting. I would think is my best thing. Yeah, I would say short game.
Short game. Mm-hmm. Okay. What about your putting?
I think putting's probably is what keeps my score lower because I'm pretty, like you said, I'm very good at the lag putt. I don't like two putting. I don't like anything over a two putt. So that's kind of like I said, that's where you lower your scores in golf is on the greens. People think the driver hitting at 300 yards is where you lower your score. No, it's because chipping and putting is the hardest aspect of golf. Cause it's all feel.
Yeah.
It's all feel, and that's the one you have to practice more than anything. I mean, you can go on a range and hit balls all day, but if you're not working on the greens or chipping, you're really never going to lower your score as much as you want to.
So I want to push back a little bit. I feel like when people say, lowering your scores on the greens, it's not the driver, I think there should be maybe an asterisk there to say, if your driver is straight, even though if it's not long, if it's straight, lowering your score really starts. But if I'm hitting my driver in the rough and I have to get out the rough, by the time I make it to the green, how much can I lower my score?
That's true. Well, I mean, like they say, drive for show, putt for dough.
Okay.
But, you still have to have all the aspects of your game, but say you are hitting it right or left or spraying it here and there, you find the fairways, you still lower your scores. I mean, what comes down to people count putts and chipping. And I think if it's taking you 5 shots to get to the green anyway, it's going to be tough to lower that score quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd still think around the green is where you really, you should still need to become a ball striker, hit the ball well. But yeah, I think around the greens is where because if you eliminate, you say you go from 3 putts to 2 putts. I mean, there's a stroke every hole that you're there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people want to make that 45-foot putt, and it's great. But what you really should do is lag it up there to about 4 feet and have a short putt for that second. Whether it's a par or triple bogey, whatever it is. But that's a quicker because if you blow it by 10 feet, then you're gonna. At least that's the way I look at golf.
No, I agree with you. I just think, like a lot of times, yes, 3 putting, no matter what your score, how you got on the green, if you 3 putt, it's going to impact you.
Absolutely.
Like it doesn't look good on your scorecard overall, and it also sets you back mentally.
Absolutely.
But for me, I find that even if it's short, like if I use a driver and it lands like in front of me, I don't have to go to the right or to the left, I feel like that definitely works. But if I'm spraying it everywhere.
That's the thing with golf is there's really not one answer to anything.
Right,
If you are good with one, golf is, it's the good thing about golf is it's you versus yourself as much as it is. If the only way to get better is you have to go get better. You don't rely on teammates. You don't rely on this, on that. So, you still need to hit the driver. Still need to hit your iron. Still need to hit your wedges. Still need chips. Still putt. So, it could be that for anybody. I mean, if finding fairways off the tee is what mentally helps you better, then driver is what lowers your score if that's what you need to work on. I mean, Right, mental. I mean, that's the whole golf.
Yeah. Because for me, if the driver is okay, it doesn't even need to be great. If it's okay, I know my score is going to be bogey or better.
Yes. Well, you don't even hit driver anymore.
Well, no, I went back.
You went back to the driver?
I went back. I realized I was punishing myself for no reason.
Yeah, you're hitting like a 1-iron, weren't you?
Yeah. And for a while, if I go to Herman Park, if I have a long, I think it's 12 here, right? That's generally a long 3-par.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. So if on holes like that, my 1-iron works well.
Run it up there.
But when I need, especially if I'm playing with folks who are really, really good, and it's not a narrow fairway, it's I realized I was wasting so much time.
Oh, yeah, Clear Creek, you should always hit driver. It's so open out here.
Yeah.
You should never not hit driver unless it's a par 3 or 4.
So that's why I stopped doing it now, because I'm like, I'm wasting,
Grip it and rip it.
Yeah. So if you had to choose at least one best lesson that you've learned as a golfer that you process as a dad, I don't want to say you bring over to your dad, as your parenting style, but you processing it, whether it be patience, resilience, what would you say that is?
Patience is everything, but the one, lesson is, which helped me in my life, and is next shot mentality. If you do something bad, hit a good shot next time. And I think that's a good thing with parenting as well. Hey, if you do something wrong, next time do it right.
Do it right. Okay.
So, I think that's my favorite thing. In basketball, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I'm going to miss 5 shots, but hopefully I'll make shot 6, which happened a lot in college. But, I think the next shot mentality is good for if you use it towards, the parenting aspect. Hey, you did that wrong. Let me show you now the right way to do it.
Okay.
So that's I would say that's probably something I take pride in.
So how long did it take you to find that place to be like, okay, let's not compound the mistakes?
I think that's just something I like. Again, I always go back to basketball just because that's what got my mindset right. Was when I went to college, they brought me in as a shooter. I was a 3-point shooter, and I had to have that. They're expecting me to do this, to shoot. If you miss it, who cares? Try to make the next shot. And I think I really incorporated that into golf and I'll say it every time I hit a bad shot. And I always say it, especially on par 3, I'll hit a bad shot and I'll say, well, up and down for par. And that's just something I tell myself mentally to forget about it. You can't go back and change it now.
Yeah.
So go to your ball, get up and down.
Yeah.
On to the next hole.
Yeah. Lately, what I've been doing, I actually say it out loud. I'm a great golfer. I just had a bad shot.
And that's all you need.
Right? Say that to yourself, and then you keep moving.
Positive confirmation. Once you go down, once you get that negative process that you're saying, it's a slippery slope from there. So yeah, stay positive.
Okay.
I like that. You're going to hit a lot of bad shots.
Yeah.
Hopefully hit more good than bad, though.
So do you sometimes take golf? You say you play socially, but do you sometimes play golf to kind of either quiet your mind from a long day's work or taking some time away from the family just for you to recharge?
Yes.
So how do you approach those rounds?
Those rounds are just the same thing. I just play golf. And if I score well, great. If not, I'm outside. Hopefully it's nice. You're in green grass. You're outside. It's so. That's just something, like I said, I just do it more just to, take your mind off of things. If I'm on the golf course, I try to just be on the golf course and don't worry about, stresses here, stresses at home, stresses anywhere else. Right now I've got 4 hours just to relax. Hopefully the round's in 4 hours or shorter, hopefully not longer. But yeah, so it's when I'm on the course, I try to just shut things out, have fun, enjoy golf, play.
Hey everyone, I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you. I'm really grateful that you're here. Most people only stick around for the first 15 minutes of any podcast. So the fact that you're still with me really means a lot, and I want to thank you. please consider subscribing and following us and letting 5 other people know about this podcast. It would mean a lot to me. If you're catching us on the YouTube version, also consider subscribing there so that more people can know about this podcast. I really appreciate you. All right, let's get back to the conversation.
What if Luca decided he doesn't want to play golf? We're not putting that in the universe to manifest that.
He's just going to be living on the streets. If he doesn't want to golf, he hopefully he's playing.
He's got to move out.
Yeah, hopefully he's playing another sport, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, track. I'll do as much as I can to get them into golf. If it's not something they care to do, for me, I loved the fact that I would golf with my dad and my brother when we go golf all the time. And hopefully that's something he gets. Hopefully he gets older and wants to be around his dad and let me golf and, hang out with him. If not, like I said, we'll just pack the stuff, put it on the corner.
Hopefully he never listens to this podcast.
Yeah, right. Carmela, she's the girl, so she doesn't have to take it in. But Luca, he's got no chance.
You know what's crazy? Like I have been through I'm a reader. I love reading, and I surrounded them with reading. And you know what? No one wants to read. No one.
No one wants to read. Dad, they got a movie about this book. What I got to read it for?
That's exactly what. But now it's ChatGPT.
Oh,
now they're like, oh yeah, I read the book already. So tell me about it. Yeah, just give me the ChatGPT synopsis.
Listen, I know you didn't write this because they leveled it out. So yeah, go read the book. Go sit down and read the book.
Listen, it's no joke because a lot of times now I'm like, wait. You only got part of this right. There's a whole other part that you didn't even read.
Yeah, you can't just read the back of the book and say it's over. Just because they summarize it doesn't mean you read everything that happened.
I did this in college. There's a class, I had an English class, where one of the book is The Human Stain by Philip Roth. So the book is basically writing about a black man who's passing as a white guy. His family lineage, he has Jewish, right? And then, so I went and they made a movie out of it with Anthony Hopkins. Oh, nice. Anthony Hopkins plays the guy. And I watched the movie, and then I come back to class, and the teacher asked me a question, and then I'm like, the arc of it, I got it. And she asked me a question that was only in the book in terms of the detail. I said, wait, no, that was not in the book. Just because I read, so don't do ChatGPT, don't read the book.
Reading's good. Like I said, my favorite book was The Outsiders. In high school, we read it as a freshman in high school. And I'll tell Carmel now she's 5 going on 16. But I said, I read that book as a freshman in high school, which I won't say how long, probably 20 years ago. And there's a poem in that book. And we had to memorize it and quote it for the class.
Yeah.
And I still know that poem to this day. Because when you're reading, just your retention and you open your mind and all that stuff, that's the problem with kids. There's no communication anymore. There's no reading. Everything's video games or Twitter or X, whatever it's called now. TikTok, Instagram. And I'm like, go do something else. Go outside, ride a bike, jump a fence,
The first time I downloaded TikTok, I downloaded it maybe like around 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and I deleted it the next day because I didn't sleep.
No, it sucks you in.
Oh my goodness. I was like, wait. Oh, I could totally see the addiction.
Oh yeah.
Because these things just keep coming at you. Oh. The minute you think you're done, they give you something that's even better than the last one, and it just keeps coming.
TikTok was when I worked at the fire department before I got here, and you're there for 24 hours, on 24, off 48. And if we were, out waiting for our next call, you would sit on TikTok and realize 4 hours went by and you haven't moved.
You haven't moved. You don't even know. You're not hungry. Nothing is happening. It's like,
this is not good. This is not good.
I was like, no, thank you. I don't have the level of I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. So I deleted that, and I've never gotten on there since then.
No.
You know, because it's like,
No,
it's really tough.
We have Carmela has a tablet, but my way of looking at it, she like watching YouTube and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the only reason we stick with it is because they have a tablet at school. She's a kindergartner, and they have their own tablet at school, so she knows my phone better than I know my phone.
Absolutely. Like nowadays, there are things that are unavoidable. You cannot avoid them because the kids are, and also there's a part of it is that you also don't want your kids coming from behind, right? Yeah, exactly. So if they're at home, they're not accessing this, they get to school, then, you know, you don't get it. So managing, I think, as a parent, and I don't know what your thoughts are on that, managing technology for me is harder than everything I think I've ever done as a parent.
I liked it, it's very difficult. Like I said, it's more of, I won't say that we try to limit that time limit, limit on it. But like I said, the argument always comes back to, well, this is what her homework and what her schoolwork's on. So how do we take it out of her hands and whatnot? So we do it. She's on it, 9 o'clock, shut it down. If you want to lay in bed, and we're one of those parents where she has a TV in her room. She won't throw her show on her TV, but the tablet's got to be down.
Right. Yeah.
Hopefully it charges it so it's ready in the morning. But that's technology is just because it's a part of their world. Their technology was our being like bikes. When I was a kid, we were riding bikes everywhere, or doing.
And you needed a bike because everyone had a bike.
Exactly.
The
only time we were inside was a rainy day.
That's it. But nowadays, I mean, like there are so really great part of it. Like my daughter, now she wants to go to this concert, so she pulled up ChatGPT. What's the best way to ask how to? And she came outside. Her mom and I were in the garage, and she's like, said it in such a way, right, that blew me away. One, she said, hey, I understand that this may be expensive. So she addressed the fact that there's going to be money involved, right? Then she addressed the fact that, it's going to be expensive, but it will be an experience for all of us.
ChatGPT had her all
Oh my God. It covered all the bases that you needed to appeal to a parent. And if you're using ChatGPT that way, I'm not mad at it at all.
No, like I said, if it helps them be sociable. That's the thing with kids, they don't know how to talk to each other. Like the only time they talk is through the video games or text or whatnot now. It's communication, which goes back to sports. That's why I think playing sports growing up, it teaches you the communication skills and that you need to use in life. So, like I said, we'll see how it goes with the kids down the line. Poor Luca. I still feel sorry for that kid when he gets ready to play sports.
Oh my God. There's gonna be there's gonna be a lot.
He's got a mom that'll baby him. Italian women and their sons are just a different breed.
Oh my God. Yes.
Babies him like crazy. I said, we got to start pushing this kid down.
He's going to have a good balance, right? Dad is going to be like, hey, no. Jump in the middle. Mommy's going to be like, okay, hold on. Let me make sure you're okay. You got everything you need.
The main thing is I will be a parent to them when it comes to golf and sports. I will get them, if they're on coaches, let other guys coach. But I just want to be a parent, to enjoy, watch them play. I'll help them get better, the tips that I can give. But the main thing is just be a parent. Let your kids get coached by coaches.
Yeah, I think that's really smart. Yeah,
sit in the stands and be a parent.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cameron. Huh? Yeah, when you're there, just be a parent when you're in the stands. Let the coaches coach.
Yeah, and I think it makes it so much more enjoyable, and it doesn't create friction.
Agreed.
Right, between you and because they can enjoy you as their parent, and I think that's really, really smart.
Exactly. That's really, my dad was that. He was. I'd go ask him what I need to do, and he would say, "I don't know." No, and he knew what he did, and he was coaching us our whole time. But that was always his answer to us because he was just calm. He was, I would say, like myself, calm, cool, collected. He was just quiet.
Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't. I'm a little bit loud, like my mother was. But my dad, we always ask him. He would say, "You did fine," or "I don't know." Like it was short. He didn't. he didn't critique the game or anything like that. He enjoyed watching all of his kids and his grandkids play sports. So that's why hopefully I can do that.
Yeah.
And not be as intense towards them being great or good or whatnot. I'll do my best to make sure they're good at their craft, but it's not the end of the world if they're not.
Right. You're not going to push them, to the brink. What's the behind-the-scenes challenge of managing a golf course that most people, even folks who are around, do not realize?
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Things that we don't actually see.
Just the mindset you can't control everything. People are going to drive up by the greens, and you're not going to see everything. So that's kind of a behind the heat struggle. You want to catch everything while you're out, because we want Clear Creek or whatever course I may be at to be the best experience possible. We don't need the people ruining stuff or anything along that lines. Hours are, right now it's a little bit lenient because we are on temporary greens, but when we open, there's times here where I'm here 14 hours a day. Which is why I leave work and go home and leave work.
Separated completely, yeah.
So that's kind of a challenge. Like I said, I get that question all the time is, do you live here? And I'm like, well, it pays the bills. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think hours are kind of a big thing. Making sure you take your days off when you're off, which when we open, those days will be far and few in between, but we're excited. We're ready to get this place open. Pleasing every member is definitely something that you behind the scenes because everybody's different.
So let's talk about the pleasing the member piece.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are some of the, I want to say weirdest, but maybe weird is not the word, but the most unimaginable requests you've gotten as a club manager from people?
Well, we get this one guy who calls himself a VIP guest every time he comes in.
Oh, they.
I won't name any names. He wants to do podcasts on our patio and stuff. But no, you get things where they will be on hole 5 and call and say, "Can you bring me out a golf glove, and I'll send you in with a card." Like, yeah, I guess we can. It's a hospitality, but
right.
Maybe at 9, just come in and buy yourself a glove.
Yeah, that's right.
But, just little things on like that. Nothing really crazy here. You get guys that, they have a membership, so it's special. You want it like that. But when it comes to those two, our members here I tell our staff, just learn their names. Call them Mr. Josephat or call them whatever he wants to be called. Because if you remember their name, make them feel welcome, they're going to keep coming back. So nothing too crazy, I guess. I've had members on the driving range ask me to go buy them a beer or give me their card to go buy them a beer. And I was like, no. I'm not going to do that.
Not that kind of place. It's a lovely place, but it's just not that kind of place.
I don't mind helping out, but there's some things where I'm like,
yeah,
no.
Do you have a favorite club?
Favorite club?
Yes.
It's going to go against everything I said earlier in this conversation, but my favorite club is my driver.
Why? Is it because you hit it well, better than
I hit it well. It's the most fun club to hit in the bag. I bought a driver for a reason, so I'm going to use it. That or I really like my 3-wood. 3-wood off the deck's one of my favorite shots.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know if it's it just depends on what club's working that day. Could be a 7-iron if that day's working. It could be a wedge. Love my putter.
So when you're under pressure or you've made a mistake, do you have a club that brings back your confidence?
Driver? Yeah, because if I hit one in the fairway, that confidence straight back into it. If I stripe one down the fairway, it's a confidence builder. Especially if it's a tighter fairway.
Yeah.
It's a driver. Yeah, which a lot of, learning golf is golf management, but I'm just hit the driver and see where it goes type deal.
Okay.
So I'd say that's probably my favorite club. That's kind of, I don't know. I've never really been asked that question before.
That you have a favorite club?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will say 7-iron because that's.
You're probably the only person who said driver.
Yeah, I love my driver.
Most people name maybe like a short iron, like a wedge.
I think 7-iron's probably a popular answer.
Yeah.
Which 7-iron popped in my head when you said that question?
I always wonder, how do you all decide where to place the flag?
So that is our superintendent's job. He actually, I'll just tell the guy, whoever's placing holes that day, on a quadrant of the green to put it on. We've had guys here that put it in tough places. So we've kind of told our superintendent to maybe a little bit flatter areas on the green to help the players out here.
Man, hole number 2?
Yeah.
I have seen that flag in, like, I was like, wait, what did we do to him?
I think my cousin Joe works here because he used to work at a golf course out in Kansas City. And he would make my uncle very upset with some of his hole placements because he made them shoot crazy hard.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, all right. The other day you were telling me before we wrap up that now Clear Creek has a chef.
We do. So we're going to have some new menu items here.
Okay.
We're working on some stuff, putting the menu together. Whenever we do have that opening day, we're going to have some food here for them to come sit down after a round and eat, enjoy beer. Hopefully a football game's on. We'll go, we're trying to make it more friendly atmosphere for it's not just golf and leave. We want some people to sit in the food and bev area, have a drink, eat some food, and enjoy it here. So.
Do you have a VIP section for the VIP
we have
members?
it set up. We try to when he parks in the parking lot, we go tell him to get the sign and put it on a table for our VIP.
VIP person.
Yeah, we got only one VIP here, so that's it's a prime job. I think. He's the only one that thinks he's in the VIP. We just go with it.
Thank you for tuning in to
we
Let's
give
Talk
him
More
all the
Action Golf
special treatments we can.
I think one time I came here, there was a guy who was new. I think I almost got him with that VIP thing.
Director, Ashley for bringing the show to life.
I mean, it's the way to do it, though. If you don't think you're VIP here, then what's the point of even showing up?
Don't forget to subscribe,
all right, y'all. Listen.
rate,
I am really grateful. Thank you, Dave. It's been a minute. I mean, I think in my golf career, like I've learned a lot from you. And actually, I wish I had known that your short game was the strongest, because the day when you asked me to do a little putting challenge here, I wouldn't have done it. And I don't know whether you intended that. You led me to believe.
Hustler by trade, man. Hustler by trade.
That I could actually beat you.
Hey. It's a way to build some confidence. I got to build some confidence in myself every now and then. Sometimes you got to take advantage of the people when you can.
You see, that's not a very VIP thing to do to the VIP member.
I think you're probably the only one that's got that VIP experience. Putting with me, I don't think you're the only one that's got that experience.
All right, y'all. Listen. Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
All right, go Kansas.
Kansas City tonight against the Giants. Hopefully we can go 1-2.
Against the Giants? I don't know if I could speak to that because, I kind of like the Giants.
Well, good luck to them, but the Chiefs need to win. We'll see what happens.
And maybe with the Giants, huh?
Well, we should win tonight. Let's hope.
All right. Thank you, y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that. That was good. Let me get the mic.
Absolutely. I don't get to keep it?
Nah.